1 minute left in the third. The Knicks 68, the Rockets 63. Knicks have led most of the way. Oakley, Charles Oakley, 5 for 8, 10 points. Another good shooting performance by Oakley, who for the most part has done it from outside. The Knicks lead by 7. Their biggest lead, a margin of 8. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Again, a low percentage pass thrown. And Horry accidentally made contact on Oakley, and Charles did not appreciate it.
And Sam Cassell and Robert Horry having words. And I'm sure Horry, the second-year pro, telling the rookie to get himself under control. We have seen some terrible passing, some careless one-handed ones with John Starks behind the back, and that drives coaches crazy.
It's a two-shot foul, and Rush with the call before the pass was thrown in. Holding foul. Hopper called for his second, and it will put Cassell at the line.
He's very upset right now. He's probably thinking to himself, I've been grabbing, holding, hand-checking all night long, putting pressure on the ball, and now you're going to call it on me, and it's like he'll put the guy on the line for 2.
Charles Oakley helping out to straighten the net. Sam Cassell, #1 draft pick of the Rockets out of Florida State. Came on in the playoff series, particularly against the Phoenix Suns. And with Mario Elie suffering a broken hand, Sam Cassell got the opportunity and took advantage of the playing time.
Sam had 8 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists the other night in his first action in an NBA final game, but spoiled it a bit with those 4 turnovers. And of course, Rudy Tomjanovich most upset with that because a lot of those turnovers were the careless variety.
Knicks lead by 5. 20 seconds remaining in the third. 10 on the shot clock. Oakley with the pick. Out of 5 of the 24. Hopper trying to spin away. Mason on the rebound. Anthony Mason converts for a 7-point Knick lead. Out of 5 seconds in the third. Maxwell able to penetrate. Called for the offensive foul. That's his third personal with 1 second remaining in the third quarter. The Knicks shooting 56% for the game. 13 of 19 from the floor in the third quarter, and John Starks and Hannah Storm. As the fourth quarter gets underway, Patrick Ewing, Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley up front. Starks out of strip. Here comes Maxwell. Herman Maxwell off the steal from Sam Cassell, and the Knicks now lead 72-67. Ewing facing the double team. Picked up by Horry. Horry tried to slam it and was hit by Starks. Patrick Ewing has not responded well to the Houston double team in terms of getting the ball out, finding people at the perimeter.
Well, again, the Rockets have come out to start the fourth quarter, revving it up defensively. They got a break on the first possession as John Starks just fumbled it away. This pass was deflected on the pass out from Ewing as Robert Horry is injured on this play. He's over in front of the Rocket bench as he's trying to dunk that ball, and his wrist and right hand have hit the backboard, and it looks like he's going to head for the locker room as he is in serious trouble. And if he leaves, Marv, the Knicks will have to pick a foul. Oh, no, I thought he was going to leave because Ray Melchior is walking with him. He is going to try to shoot the free throw. As John Starks tries to challenge this shot, Robert Horry was thinking dunk all the way, so he was up there, and his arm and wrist area catching the lower part of the backboard, and it is stinging.
It has been a difficult time for Robert Horry, involved in a minor car accident last week. Fortunately, he was not hurt. Let's see how he handles these free throws on the line for the first time tonight.
Well, his head popped up in the air. I think he just didn't know what it was going to feel like when it left. And keep an eye on his wrist and his head as he raised his eyes relatively quickly there and it jerked the shot up.
Normally a 73% free throw shooter. Now he is taken out of the game and headed to the locker room. Let's go to Hannah Storm.
He's talked with Rockets trainer Ray Melchiori, Marvin. He says it's a small cut on Robert Horry's arm, but it is deep, and they're taking him to the locker room for stitches. Marv?
All right, Hannah. Matt Bullard, who played well in 9 minutes in the first half, has come on, replacing Robert Horry. The Knicks lead by 4. 45 seconds into the fourth. Another bad pass. Cassell played on a switch. Cassell fought with a second opportunity. And the Rockets will reset. Olajuwon try to settle down. Finds Bullard. Again, Bullard on the move. Olajuwon sweeping at it. Cassell with a terrific play. And they get a new 24. Olajuwon facing a double team. Cassell for 3. The Rockets are within 1. That entire sequence was Sam Cassell. He kept it alive, got it back outside, and then hit from downtown. Rockets with 6 unanswered to start the fourth quarter. Minute and a half gone by. The Knicks lead by 1. Patrick Ewing line drives at home. He has 16. The Knicks now lead 74-71. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. Turnovers hurting the Knicks here in the fourth. Committing 3 right at the start of the quarter. Olajuwon pops it out for Maxwell for 3. Ewing with the box out.
So to start the fourth quarter, the Knicks defensively go with Mason, who has had some success with Olajuwon. Ewing playing off the ball, but the first 3 possessions to start this fourth quarter, all turnovers by the Knicks. Some of it tentative passing on their part, but more pressure defense by Houston.
Shot clock at 4. Ewing trying to go glass, and Bullard could not hold on, but was there a deflection? Yes, there was, says Ed Rush, checking with Darryl Garrison, and the ball goes to Houston. Sam Cassell, Vernon Maxwell in the backcourt. And Hakeem Olajuwon up front with Otis Thorpe and Matt Bullard. Smith knocked it away. Good recovery by Bullard. Olajuwon, yes. 23 points for Hakeem Olajuwon. The Knicks lead 74-73. Knicks have led by as many as 8 and have led most of the way. Foul call on Cassell.
Well, with Matt Bullard in the game, it spreads the floor, even though Matt has not made a three-point shot yet, but more open spaces inside for the pass and catch by Olajuwon, and this is the shot that the Knicks are giving to Hakeem. Nothing really Mason can do but try to force him a little bit further out from his comfort zone.
Charles Smith will throw it in. The report on Robert Horry, who went back to the locker room, suffered a cut on his forearm, needed stitches. He will return. Ewing turned it over. Rockets can take the lead. Trailing by 1. Bullard passed on the 3. Rebounded by Smith. And the foul on Thorpe. Reaching in, trying to knock the ball away. That's 3 on Thorpe.
This fourth quarter started almost like the Knicks didn't expect the Rockets to come after them defensively. Hey, this team has a lot of pride. They're the second best record in the league, one of the best defensive teams in the league, and they can guard you.
Yes, they allowed just under 97 points per game in the regular season. Another turnover. Well, in recent times in the playoffs, the Knicks have had